So are you ready for this?
Hi and welcome. We're so happy you're joining us this morning. I'm Andy. This is my wonderful co-host, Karen. Yeah, we've had such a good time with videos 1 and 2, where we did hashtag every Buddhist and hashtag every Hindu. Went to Thailand and to India, and we've had a lot of great time with that. If you haven't seen those videos, you can go back and check them. You'll find them on our Facebook page and YouTube page or wherever you are joining us from.
Yes, and I honestly had an amazing time. It was really fun learning about other cultures and beliefs and just seeing their colors and what's special to the Hindus. So I know we set some challenges for you guys, and in order to get points and then get the prizes, you need to do these challenges. So what about if we start taking a look at those challenges that some people made or did under the hashtag every challenge, hashtag every Buddhist. So let's see them out, see them, Andy. And while we're doing that, we would love to hear where you watching us from, where are you from, what did you learn? Say hello to us. We would love to just connect with you.
Yeah, it's just going to take a minute. I'm just sorting out the screen sharing, but yeah, please comment in the sections below about where you're from and how's it going. What are you enjoying about these challenges? And then I'll be able to show you, show you
the videos.
Yeah, everything that's going on. So yeah, we're going to move on a little bit, and then hopefully we'll get back to that content when I can figure out the technical problem. So yeah, make sure you yourself can search the hashtags every Buddhist, every Hindu, or just hashtag every challenge, and you should see some of that content for yourself on Facebook. We've had it on Instagram, even I've seen some on Twitter, even though we don't broadcast on Twitter. And so yeah, please do that and engage with that content. Yeah, and today we're actually going to be looking at hashtag every Muslim. So we've done Hindu, Buddhist, Muslim, and why are we looking at those areas, Karen? Do you remember?
Why?
Why?
Yeah, because, sorry, I was so confused by your question. Yeah, because we believe that God loves culture. We believe that God loves every single tribe and tongue and language and every individual. And we want you to partner with him. We want us to be a part of what he's already doing on earth. So part of that is learning about all these things that makes a culture, that makes a nation unique and special. So we want you to be a part of it by just getting a glimpse of every culture, and you maybe will start getting a heart for them, and at the end you'll start praying for them more and more. And so the point is that you'll get engaged with what God is already doing in this country.
Yeah, so yeah, and because those are areas that are unreached, that's our focus. I just want to clarify something. We had a little bit of people confused, hey, are you promoting Buddhism or Hinduism or Islam? And no, that's not our heart at all. We talk about these areas because we actually want people to go to share about Jesus. We want people to go to show the reality of those cultures. And here's the thing, if we don't know culture, we're less effective in sharing into it. That's actually kind of a biblical principle, which we see actually first, well, we see it often through the Bible, even in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament, we especially see it. And first, actually, with Jesus, when you think about it, Jesus left the culture and kingdom of heaven to come down to earth. And he used earthly principles and earthly things to share kingdom culture, right? That's what parables are. He talks about farming, about sheep, about a lot of different things like that, and uses them to convey biblical principles. And then we also see it in the life of Paul and the apostles as they take the message of Jesus across the world. There's this wonderful scene in Acts where Paul talks about Greek culture and Greek understanding, why by using analogies of their gods and quotes their poets. He knew the Greek culture, he knew the Roman culture, and that's why he was effective in sharing the gospel there. And so we want to learn about Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist culture, or Thai, African, and Indian culture, so that we can be effective in those places. And two, I believe God loves culture. I believe there's things that are redeemable in every culture. There's no culture on earth that is just Christian or biblical. We're all trying to redeem the things that are in our culture, and there's a lot of beauty in that. I think heaven's going to kind of be a little bit of a cultural party. That's why there's people from every tongue, tribe, and nation in heaven.
Yeah.
Does that sound fun to you?
I love that, but I don't know. I really want to know if like there's gonna be all sorts of food over there, because I really want to eat everything all the time.
We're going to change our order a little bit here and actually bring in a friend so we're going to Africa today, looking at Islamic culture. And our friend Amanda just got back from a short trip to North Africa, which is in a majority Muslim country, and so we want her to share a little bit of her experiences. Karen, could you come and interview her? I'm gonna see if I can take care of these technical things.
We're gonna be way shorter because I am short.
Yeah, little friend.
Yeah. So Amanda, why don't you tell us a little bit more about your experience in North Africa?
So I just recently got back, and I would love to share like what country I was in, but just for like security reasons I can't. But the country I was in actually was very surprised of how green it was. Very beautiful. Just like the architecture, the trees, the sea, like everything was like very beautiful. And something that I really liked and noticed there was just like how warm the culture was. People, like I was walking on the street and I had people I didn't know stop me and start talking to me, invite me to their house. That is not very normal in my culture, but I thought it was very beautiful, and just I love how warm and inviting the culture is. And even an aspect of this like warmness in the culture that I thought was very cool was even the way that like they ate. So one of the like main dishes they have there, it's called Tagine. And when the way they eat a tagine, actually, it's like if you picture there's like chicken and carrots, potatoes, like vegetables, all in like one pot that they cook. And then everybody eats it together, but with bread, and you eat it out of the pot. Like you don't put it on different plates and stuff, but you eat it like together. And so I feel like, oh, it's this like experience of like eating together as a community. And even in like the way they eat their food, I feel like, oh, it's like warm culture. And it's a very Muslim country. It's 99% Muslim. And so there is a huge need for the gospel in this country. And so I guess like my heart is to see like all of these like really beautiful things that I see in the country. And then just see like Jesus in that, because it is like a very beautiful country and like awesome people, but very Muslim. And so that's Morocco. You definitely didn't ask me any questions. I just shared everything.
It's okay. That was like really good. And I love like hearing all that. And I'm pretty sure like everybody here, if you could like also like share with us like in the comments, like what is it like from like your country that you love the most? Like what is it that like makes it like so special to you? Because I surely believe that there's like some really good things that we could all learn from each other. So Amanda, thank you so much for sharing that with us today. And from just explaining these things from like North Africa.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
So Karen, what is it that you love most about Mexico?
I would say our like never ending party, because there's always like people over. We always have like, let's say if you invite a family to eat like dinner with us, which would be like around like 3 p.m. They can sit there, then like you finish your meal, and then you take the plates to the kitchen and you still like sit down. You don't go into the dishes without like if they're there. and you keep on bringing like, oh, do you want dessert? Oh, do you want coffee? Oh, do you want something else? Let me send the kids to the store so you can get like, we can get something else. And then like you talk and play games, and you just like are there until like it's like 9 p.m. again. You have to eat. So it's dinner time.
Yeah.
Then you make dinner again together, and then like people don't leave until like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And then like next day it's like, hey, I have leftovers from this. You want to come and eat? Oh, I have this. We can make this together. And
Yeah.
so it's very family like oriented.
That real togetherness, right, is what you're talking about. Togetherness and community that looks different in than it does here.
Mhm.
And I have the majority, the biggest population in America, in our part of America, or the ethnic minority is Mexican and Latinos, Hispanics, and that's something I really see in the little encounters I have with that community too. Just the incredible hospitality and togetherness, and that's something that Muslims share as well. Maybe a little bit less of the party side of things, but by far the most hospitable places I've been were actually in Pakistan, where I was invited into homes the most, where there was just this almost exuberant hospitality, especially given what they had, because many of them were, impoverished or whatever, and they were still offering stuff. I remember particularly this one time in this village. It's my last night in the village. We've been teaching in the school for a little while, and me and my wife and our friend that was with us, we were invited for 7 meals in one day, and felt like we had to say yes to all of them because they're trying to honor us before we leave, and just ate a lot of food. So yeah, let's get to now sharing that content that has been shared with us. So just a few pictures that people have shared. It's not everything that's been shared, but hopefully you're seeing that now. So this is Jen, and she is enjoying some Indian food as a part of the Every Challenge hashtag Every Hindu. And she also posted about praying for Buddhists and doing the Buddhist, the prayer for Buddhists and the quiz as well. That's
she is also in Sweden right now, and she's one of our like frontliners here. So if you're interested in Sweden, contact her.
Yeah, and I'm going to load up some other ones as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah, she's great. We also have some people doing different challenges as well. So let's have a look here.
Yeah, this technical stuff,
I know, right?
I never know what's happening.
Yep, I'm just getting them up now. So we should have them in a second here.
Yep, but yeah, I can't really see
the comments here.
Yeah, the comments. I want to see where you guys saying hello from. Who are you? What's going on? Give me 1 second and I'll be able to see it. Unless.
There we go. You can now interact with the comments while I'm sorting this out. Let's go down a little bit.
Okay. So watching from Pakistan. Hello, Amber. We're doing good. Thank you for asking. That's really sweet of you, Amber. Thank you so much for watching us. I hope that I don't know what time it's in Pakistan right now.
It is the evening time. I'm not sure what time in the evening, but it's definitely the evening time.
That's nice.
Okay,
I know.
We got some images back up as well. We're doing well, Amber. Thanks for asking. Hello from Taiwan, from Tammy. I think the challenges are a fun and practical way to get to know a bit more about another culture. Yeah, that's part of our heart, really, is that we have, get to experience those different cultures in different places. So thanks for joining us, Tammy. I would love to learn more about Taiwan as well. I have not been there.
Bruce, you went to England in 1990, a short-term mission trip.
Does YWAM have programs for me to go on a mission trip? Absolutely. We'll message you later about that. And also, I'm from England, so thank you for going to my homeland. Sentel Kamua, you go.
Yeah, praise the Lord. Thank you so much for saying hello to us. And I want to know where you're from.
Yes, and then Bevan says he's eaten tangine. Me too. I've also eaten tangine. Tagine. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
And Sentel is from Tamil Nadu, Chennai, big city down there. Jane Adam says hello from India. And Sentel is telling us about his Sunday school ministry. Yeah, we pray that goes well and is effective. Now let's look at these images, talk you through these a little bit. So this is from Tekengbo. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Tekengbo. And he's posting about watching a Bollywood movie that was a part of our challenge. And here he is also, he homemade some chai and shared it with some friends, which that is very much the heart of the challenge.
That's amazing.
You know, we didn't say you had to share it with people, but you're really engaging in Indian culture if you make chai and have it with people. And it's a fantastic drink. Yeah, so I hope
good job.
Great job. This one, someone was posting on Instagram, new TG, posted about praying for the Buddhist world. And here's actually me with my friends Brian and Elijah going out for Indian food in our food trucks nearby here. We had a great time together. Actually, Elijah's just new around here, so really getting to know him and hear some of his story. And actually, we just shared testimonies for most of the time. So that was kind of a really fun time. So awesome. So yeah, keep posting those things on the hashtags, search the hashtags, and it's not too late to get your points in. We do need everything done by Thursday night. Our time might be Friday morning, your time for some of you, so that we can calculate the points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also know that we have dedicated a whole team, like I mentioned before, to get in touch with you and connect with you if you want to be more connected, if you're more interested, if these videos really stood out to you. Please message us. We would love to connect with you, know who you are, and don't hesitate to reach out. So
yeah.
Yes.
And we are super excited to be going to Africa. We haven't done that we've done the Every Challenge once before, and we haven't been to Africa yet. So that's incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
We're actually be going to an island community in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa. So you have to stay tuned to find out where it is. Again, we just love learning and hearing about culture and people, and are so excited for that. And we also think it's fun, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have fun.
If you see us looking this way, it's because there's a huge map. I will show you, but it's bigger than me. And we're just wow, the world is immense, and it's amazing that we all have just one God, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. And that he puts pieces of his heart and kingdom in every culture, you know?
Yeah.
So much so. But yeah, let's have some fun today. So we also, the challenge is still going. So get those points on, make those hashtags, and let's hopefully going to see we will see, not hopefully, we will see some of the beauty and culture of Africa and the Muslim world today.
Yeah, and hopefully you'll get a bigger heart for the people, the nation, and that you would pray for these unreached people.
Right.
We have been talking about it throughout our live series about these people that really don't have access to to be in community with believers, that don't have an access to the Bible in a translation that is in their language or dialect. So we really want and believe that prayer it's a huge part of us being able to reach out. So
yeah, that's so good. And yeah, so needed. Yeah, if you come out of this praying more for those places, that's what we're looking for. If some of you even consider going to those places, amazing. Of course, we have many that have joined that are even in places where there are many Hindus or Muslims or Buddhists.
Mm-hmm.
Many people on on this chat have often been from India, totally surrounded by unreached peoples, no matter where you are in India. Even if you're in one of the more Christian areas, you're likely driving distance away from huge unreached populations, you know? And we've had people from Pakistan, from all over that are in those kind of places. So yeah, any more comments? Let me just check before we hit up this video. Yeah, people are telling us we're welcome to come to India. We would love to, huh? Pastors are doing ministry with non-Christian people and Hindus, and the caste system in slum areas of India with alcohol and drug addictions. Amazing, yeah. That whole caste system definitely adds a dynamic to ministry in India where, the Bible talks a lot about the poor and the rejected and the abandoned and the oppressed. And so when we can come into those situations, yeah, we bring real light and hope.
So we pray for favor and just more like workers to go and be a part of like what like God is doing through this ministry.
Yeah. So where are we going exactly today?
So we're going to can I say it?
Yes.
Okay. Mozambique. And that's super cool because I actually have never been to anywhere in Africa yet, but I will. And I'm really excited to see this footage. Our friend Amanda, she has been to several parts of Africa, and I like love hearing her stories and just how much she enjoyed her time and the people and the food there. So
yeah, so let's load it up.
Yes, I'm excited for this. And like we said before, share it, like it, comment it, and enjoy this Muslim one.
For today's tour, we are going to the incredible continent of Africa. The continent of Africa is huge and contains a large population of over 1.2 billion people. Both its history and its people are beautiful and rich. As a continent, it's also diverse, particularly in its belief system. Traditional belief systems were animistic and spiritualist in nature and were an important part of tribalistic societies. Those belief systems are still commonly found, and even where new religions have been adopted, they often still play a part in the culture and practices of those faiths. In modern-day Africa, you will find every major religion practiced and adhered to, with the two largest faiths being Christianity and Islam. It is to the latter we turn our attention today. Most of North Africa is predominantly Muslim, but we can also find large Islamic communities in sub-Saharan Africa. Mozambique is located in the southeast of Africa. While it is predominantly Christian, Muslims make up a sizable proportion of the population at 20%, and that can sometimes cause tension within the nation. Now we are going to head on a boat journey into a small, very unreached and almost entirely Muslim island in the north of Mozambique. The city we are leaving to head to the island is fairly large, and like much of Mozambique, contains many Christians. But even with such a large Christian population so close by, few Muslims have been reached. Our friend Justino was born in the large city, and God has called him to reach out to the island. Since Justino and his team have been working on the island, a lot of incredible things have happened. Go to YWAM FM on Facebook to hear a testimony of that story. The majority of the island is rural and reached largely by dirt roads. These roads are often very dusty during dry season, making access very difficult. Houses and huts dot the roadsides along the way, making the island feel like a rural city or town. This island is 40 kilometers long and well populated. Despite being relatively rural, resources and access to things like healthcare and education is very difficult. This island's economy was hit hard around 2006. The economy hinged on the production of coconuts. A virus wiped out almost the entire crop, and dormant factories and buildings are all that remain. Situations like this are incredibly challenging for a nation like Mozambique, which ranks among the 10 poorest countries in the world. Pray for this island community today. Locals have started to regrow crops in the island, and our teams reintroduced these coconut plants and are seeing them as a ray of hope. The Islamic faith shares a lot with Christianity, believing in many of the prophets and patriarchs of Christianity and in Jesus himself. But they have yet to see the full revelation of Jesus as the Son of God and the significance of his death and resurrection. Pray for the increasing revelation of Jesus on this island and throughout the Islamic communities of Africa. Pray for the communities of believers that have actually started on this very island to grow and multiply. Pray for the impoverished communities of Mozambique and Africa to see effective and lasting community development that creates opportunity, enhances education, increases access to healthcare, and provides lasting and real change. Thank you for joining us on this tour of Mozambique. And as Muslims throughout the world say, Salam Alaikum.
Oh,
Yeah, what great footage and what a great time. That footage took me right back to some of my time in Africa. It's actually the first place that I went on a missions trip was sub-Saharan Africa. And so, yeah, what a beautiful footage that was. Yeah, and we said in the video, you know, like, yeah, the north of Africa, as Amanda was sharing about very earlier, is very Islamic. Most of those countries, or many of those countries, are 90% and upwards Muslim. And then, you know, there's some a little bit below that are kind of 50-50, but many of those are very Muslim. But even in what is mostly Christian Africa these days, sub-Saharan Africa, you still find those large Islamic populations. And like that one we saw. And, you know, that footage, or some of that footage was really from our friend, Justino, who's out there on those islands doing his work. I just realized I don't have my video on. Sorry, guys. Hopefully my voice was enough to entertain you for a few seconds there. So yeah, that footage is really from Justino, right there on the islands, doing that work, and his testimony is amazing. I'll post it in the chat a little bit later. Be sure to check out that video.
yeah. Wow. I really, really like this tour too, like Mozambique. I hope you did that too. Yeah, if you did as well, please just share it and like this video. Tell us your thoughts, and if you have been to Africa, or if you're from Africa, please share with us your experience. We want to know how it's been for you as well. You know, I can't share because I haven't been, but
yeah. And we missed out our fun question for today, actually.
Oh,
remember how we've been doing fun questions to kind of engage conversation a little bit around some of the fun parts of culture. We talked about the weird foods that we've eaten traveling and the unique cultural experiences, which ended up being a lot of talk about weddings.
yeah.
And there was some super strange food, something to do with scorpion, and bat soup, I think, was one of them.
Yeah.
Aged butter. I don't remember everything. But my question for today, I need to just go back and find it. If I can find it. Never mind, maybe I can't find it. No, I wanted to just hear more about those kind of cross-cultural experiences. Now I remember it. And one of the things that can happen often cross-culturally that's kind of fun and funny, and sometimes it can be stressful too, but like often we have miscommunications because we're communicating cross-culturally. And so I wanted to hear if you, when you've traveled, you've had experience where you've been misunderstood or you misunderstood something. I have like a bazillion of those because when you live overseas, you really have those.
Yeah.
I even have them in America coming over as an English person, and you know we kind of speak the same language, but different cultures, different dialects of that language, I guess you could say. Do you have one that comes to mind, Karen?
Not really.
I can go with mine. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
inspire you. So one of my funniest ones is actually involves a Norwegian friend of ours, and my wife was just sharing with this family about something hard that was happening in our life, where we basically were people were trying to rip us off or take advantage of us, but it was to do with our housing. So you know we had to do it to a degree, otherwise we might end up without a house. This is in Jordan, and our Norwegian friend said to us, "Man, that is so boring." And that means, you know, in English and to an American, that means like you're being really boring right now. You're being dull and uninteresting. But in Norwegian, there's a word that they translates into English. Sometimes it's boring, which means like basically, oh, that kind of sucks for you. Like that's boring for you. So he was trying to say that sucks for us, but he's trying to basically sound like to us like, I don't want to hear about your problems, you know?
Nice.
So tell us if you've had any miscommunications like that. Again, I had so many of different times where you realize, oh, I'm not communicating what I think I'm communicating, or I'm not hearing what I think I'm hearing. And that's a part of why we encourage people to learn about cultures and languages. Then you have less incidences like this. So anyway, let's get to the challenges for today, huh?
Yes. Awesome.
You guys all excited to win some points? I have to tell you, one thing we decided to do, because our WhatsApp and different things have been a bit overwhelmed by the amount of communication. It's hard for us to track. So with this last email coming out, there's going to be a little link for you to click and to click on which challenges you've done. And we will check those. So then we'll get a list of people and how many challenges they've done. We'll work out who's got the most points, and we'll check just to make sure they did them all. And that's going to be the easiest way for us to do it. So if you want those points and those prizes, you must click on that link and put in the form. Okay, so that's going to go out with that. So let's talk about our challenges a little bit. Well, why don't you mention the prizes first?
Well, just to remind you guys like that we have a prize for a $75 worth dollar scholarship to one of our programs or courses online. There's some cool books, and there's also these shirts. So if you do the challenges and you did them all, you'll have more chances to earn the best like prizes. So why don't you tell us, like, Andy, what are like our challenges today?
So our first challenge, it's a pretty simple one, but it's to greet someone with an Islamic greeting or a Muslim greeting commonly found in the Muslim world. They mentioned it right there at the end of that video. And so, Karam, I'll have you practice with me because I speak Arabic and you don't, right? You don't speak Arabic?
I don't speak Arabic.
So say after me, Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Good job. She's great. So that means peace be upon you in Arabic. It's the way all Muslims greet each other. Obviously, it's something that we can say. In fact, the Bible tells you to say it in Luke 10, right? Luke 10, yeah. To greet people and if their peace comes upon you. So you say to them, peace be upon you. And if your peace rests, then you know that that's a person you can trust and witness to, basically. So yeah, salam alaikum is what you say, greet somebody, and then, you know, post it as a social post with hashtag every Muslim, hashtag every challenge. If you can greet a Muslim, that's all the more better, but we know some people don't have Muslims around them. You know, practice it with a friend, something like that.
Our second challenge is worth 500 points, which is a lot. So what you're going to be doing is learning an African dance and posting it. You can post a photo or a video online, and you'll have to sign up as like www.ymfm.org/every to make sure you'll get the emails and see like the link. But post the video or the picture with the hashtag every Muslim.
Yeah, and I can pretty much guarantee you, if you do that, you're going to be in our top 3 or 4 people, because nobody did the first dance. I get being nervous about doing the dances online.
Maybe Amanda will do it.
Yeah, but yeah, if you really want that scholarship to our Next Steps course, post a dance and you may well get it.
Yep. What's our third challenge?
Our third challenge is pretty simple. It's an online quiz that's worth 50 points. Again, we can see, you don't have to do the hashtags for that one necessarily, because we can see who logged in and did it. If you want to share, that would be great. Now, one of the challenges we have with that is there's been some technical difficulties. So we're actually going to post this quiz in the comments right after this, and you have to do it right now to get those 50 points. You have to do that right now. So stay on, look at the comments, and we'll post it, and then you're going to go ahead and do it.
Awesome. And our fourth challenge, in a way, is the most important one. I always give the most important one, which is to pray for the Muslim community, for the Muslim world. And we want to pray, just like having like a really like good posture. So Andy.
So we want to pray in a contextualized way, which is as a Muslim would pray. So let me just explain what contextualization means a little bit. So contextualization means to put, in terms of missions at least, you can use it in other ways as well, means to put the gospel message in a way that they can understand. So using their context and their language. There's a lot of nuance and discussion around when is it good to contextualize, when not, or how much to. But this is just simply modeling the way in which a Muslim would pray, not when he goes to the mosque to do his 5-a-day prayer, but there's a way that Muslim pray when he's just making a quick prayer or request to God. And basically, you kind of have to stand. So I probably need to move the camera up a little bit and stand. A second. And then you put your hands out like this, and you lift your eyes to heaven. Your eyes are always open, and you just say a quick prayer, like God bless today. So that's it. So you post a picture or video of you doing that. And I'm getting the camera back. Hopefully we're in shot. Yeah, that's what's going on. There we go. So pray in that way, post that online with hashtag every Muslim, hashtag every challenge, either a video or a picture of you praying like that.
Yeah, and you'll get the points if you do it that way. Right.
Those are our 4 challenges. And again, that last one is really the heart of the matter, going after prayer. But those are our 4 challenges. And remember, you can also get your secret 50 points if you share this video. We'll give you 50 bonus points. And anything else about the challenges?
No, I think we can say hello to some more people. There's some comments I'm seeing. Thank you so much for everybody. There is a quiz. So please go and do it right now.
So you have the next few minutes to do that.
But yeah, this is kind of like sad, Andy.
Why is that?
Because we're like finishing. This is our last video. We're finishing these challenges and we're done.
Yeah, that is kind of sad. But
God is not done.
Don't worry, you don't have to be too sad.
Yeah.
Because everyone on here that does the challenges will be invited to a Zoom party on Friday. And we're going to be there. You're going to be there?
Probably.
Yeah, we should be there. And we're going to have some fun. It's just going to be a chance for us to meet you, hear about how you found the challenges, have some fun together, maybe pray for the Buddhist Muslim world and Buddhist Muslim and Hindu world, and just have some fun together. And
that is awesome.
And we're going to do the challenge again sometime too, I'm sure. So it's been so awesome to spend this time with you guys. Thank you so much for being on our calls and joining us and participating in the challenge. And we hope that you've gained a lot from it. And we just want to bless you to keep learning about Muslim, Buddhists, and the Hindus, and to reach out to them because that's the whole reason of doing this. Every challenge and everything we do in YMFM is that people might be reached by the gospel.
Hey, Andy, is there any prizes at this party?
At this party, we will be announcing the winners. if you win and you don't come to the party, you'll still get your prize. Don't worry. But we'll be announcing the party at the winners. And again, everyone that participates in the challenge does get at least something. So turn up to the party to find out what.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for everybody who watched us from everywhere and that you participated in this. It was so fun. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you so much, Karen. You've been amazing. Bless you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, wait. Don't forget, if you do the challenge, you have to hashtag it as like every Muslim, okay? Or
Right.
hashtag every challenge.
Yes. Do it and you'll get the points. Bye-bye.